Hello, hello, hi. Welcome to the Battle for Azeroth Alpha. We did it. And also welcome to everybody that happens to be watching this in the future later, because this will probably be a VoD for tomorrow's video, for the video on Thursday, because this is the time when I would normally be making a video, and instead I am in the alpha, so you know I'm gonna stream. Welcome. Will you change the intro video to a Void Elf later? I think that's probably going to be dependent on what the popular opinion is. I'll probably do a poll at some point, because I feel like some people will be upset about change, and then other people will be upset that it's out of date, so it just really depends on which group is angrier. Hi. Once you've unlocked the transmog, you would race change the gnome. You don't want to have to redo reps. It's just reps, though, and then I don't know, guys. Alright. Glasses are clean. A disclaimer that I want to say before we get super into this. There is an emergency apartment maintenance situation happening here. Just like, I was making tea for the stream, and I get like a bunch of really angry knocks on my door, which were kind of terrifying. And the dude says that there is water leaking into downstairs from this place, and they're gonna have to come back with like an infrared camera. They might have to take out some walls. They'll be back in like an hour. So I'm really hoping that A, that's not some kind of a scam and I'm gonna get murdered. But I mean, I feel like they would have done it when I opened the door for the first time. And B, I hope that they don't have to like cut power or anything like that, but we'll find out. I'm just gonna stream until it becomes clear that that's no longer a good idea. There may be some people, they may be listening to me when they get here. They may think that I'm crazy. We're just gonna kind of live our lives here. It's BfA Alpha Day. I will let nothing ruin BfA Alpha Day. I am so happy. Thank you all for your congratulations. I'm so happy that I got into it. It's been so many years. I don't know if it's been that many years, but I just remember trying and wanting so badly to get into the Legion Alpha and trying to make videos without having it and just being really, really stressed out about that. And I was very much dreading that this year, and the fact that I'm in with the other content creators just makes me feel like I made it. Audio seems crackly. Oh, is it too loud? Am I too excited? Should I turn it down? Hi Brad, how are you doing? Hey there, Hazel. I'm able to actually catch a stream for once. Content is good. Got your Void Elf. Are you in Alpha? I am. Camera's bouncing. That's probably true. The tripod's a little bit... should be fairly stable. Should be good for the most part. Alright. BfA already. Does this mean it's going to come out sooner than September? It will probably be out sooner than September. September is the latest possible date that they are legally allowed to release it now that they've started taking our money. But, it could be any time between now and then. We really don't know. It's merely, yeah, it's the last date. Your channel matters, thanks. Hope they can figure it out quickly. The water thing, yeah, me too. So, something that I want to figure out, the other reason why I was a little bit later with this was because my, everything about the game was in Korean, which is great for me because I'm trying to learn and immersion is good, but maybe not on the first day of BfA when I'm trying to share the alpha with a largely English-speaking audience. So I had to mess around for a bit trying to figure out how to actually get it back into English, because at first it was just the sound, and then it was just the text, and then my launcher client was good, but the game wasn't, and anyways. Now that we have sound, I would really love to have it going through the stream, because it's not coming through the stream or my headphones. It was a second ago. I might need to restart this. Let me restart my headset, and let me restart the game, and then we'll get some sound going, because there's probably going to be voice acting, and I want to make sure that that comes through the stream. I have not logged into this yet. This is really my first experience with this, so I want everybody to have the greatest possible experience. So I'm just restarting the game here. That is why you cannot see anything. I'm also double checking my sound settings. Probably. Where they go? Sounds. Real. See, where are they? Probably because I turned them off. There's a sound like the mic is broken. Well, that's bad. Crackling coming through the mic. Okay, let me... I'm gonna record a clip of it really quickly and then play it back to myself so that I can hear it, and then I guess I unplug and replug it back in. Everything is breaking today. Test. Rhinoceroses, hippopotamuses, giraffes, and lions. Oh, that's right. My sound doesn't work. I've never had so many things break in the same day. Now my headphones aren't working. Come on now. Hey everyone. Hi Norma. It's the apartment. There's nobody working yet. You don't hear it either. I'm hearing you. The crackle is quite faint. Okay. Well, but why? In order for me to hear it, I'm so sorry. I know we're gonna get into alpha. I don't have an end time in mind. I can probably stream. My rate is at 7. I can probably stream until like 6. So that's a good like 2.5 hours here. Output. Yeah, I can't even hear it. Okay. Crackling sound for sure. Very faint, very faint. All right, I'm just gonna plug back in, see if that does anything. Actually, maybe I'm just gonna leave it. If it's not that bad, is it okay if I leave it? Is this gonna be really frustrating for you guys if I leave it? Would you rather me just start now, just like this? Very low, only happens when you start to talk. Okay, so the goal then is just to never stop talking. Doesn't bother you. Hey Hazel, how are you doing? When not speaking, the noise gate cuts any crackle. Okay. All right, well, anyways, we're just gonna get started. I would really love the game sound to come through, though. That's something I don't really want to compromise on. Let's see, try that. The most frustrating thing is the sound was working very, very recently. You got alpha? I did. I may have... All right, so we have to be on the Endwind server, for sure. So we can see if it's the mic. Mute it for a sec. Oh, so that was a muted mic. Crackle, crackle. Sounds like a nice warm campfire. I don't want a nice warm campfire in my microphone. I'm not seeing a character copy thing, so we're probably going to be making a new character. I'm probably going to play a Shadow Priest because that is kind of my life, and assuming you cannot be allied races on BfA Alpha at this time. So, and it does not look like there's an upright orc option just yet. Or at least if there is, it is not anywhere around here. So I'm gonna go with a what kind of Shadow Priest should we be? Should we be a Draenei Shadow Priest? Just for a change? Just for fun? Gnome? Morgan? Oof. Let's see, we'll do this. Dwarf, Priest. This is probably fine. It's the mic. It does sound like a faint crackling fire. Okay. Surrounded in madness. Sylvanas is better, but Anduin is my boy. It's fine, just start. Dead silence when muted, yeah. So there's no other sound coming through. This is just, this day is just getting to me. Let's see here. We'll do this very, very quickly. Hairstyle, color. Whenever I'm a dwarf, I always have to make her a redhead. I don't know why. And then that's a perfectly valid way to spell Hazel. So that does create us at a level 110 priest. That's good to know. I don't have to start from scratch. I would really love if the sound worked, but I don't know what else to try. So I guess we're just gonna... I guess we're just gonna... is it coming through anywhere? What if I put it through my speakers? Oh, did I have it muted? No, it was happening a second ago. Oh, I have sound now. I have sound. You guys don't have sound. That's one step, though. It's definitely one step. We're gonna get started in just a second here. This is probably going to be leveling. That's one of the only things that's available on alpha at this time. So I just need the sound. Let's try this. There we go. If the music or dialogue is too loud, please let me know relative to my voice. It looks okay on my display. I actually cannot really make it all that much louder than this. I guess I can actually. Just let me know if you need it to. Could be up or down. Put it in chat. I will see. Crackle still. I can't fix the crackle. I can't fix the crackle without taking another like 25 minutes to troubleshoot it, and people are getting mad at me. Demon Hunter requires another 200 realm of minimum level. How do you get access to the alpha? This particular wave is a content creator wave, and the general invites go through the Battle for Azeroth website. So if you go to worldofwarcraft.com, you go to the Battle for Azeroth section, there is an opt-in to beta part. Hi Hazel, how are you? Hi, I'm doing pretty well. I'm a little bit frazzled because this is just a very big day and everything seems to be kind of happening at once. I was just kind of minding my own business, you know, outlining my video, making a new emote for my stream, or a GIF more accurately. And then I get an email that alpha is happening, and I was very excited about that. And then I get a knock on my door that there's water leaking, and now it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. But we have sound working, and we have everything in English, so we've already conquered like 2 of the 3 bosses here. You don't have any contacts? Oh, I really want to just unplug and plug this back in, just on the off chance that will help, but I don't want to break it any further. I don't know what to do. We don't have any context within House Wakecrest. Also, spoilers, obviously, for Battle for Azeroth questing. Huge spoilers. What is this UI? I guess I don't have any add-ons, and that's going to be fine for now. Alright, meet with Cyril White in Fallhaven and Drusthaven. You will be teleported on quest accept. Okay, I don't even know where I am now. Am I not just meeting this guy? Are they going to teleport me over there? No, they're not. Okay, I see. Only streamers get alpha. For this wave, it seems like that. It's labeled as a friends and family alpha, and it seems like it's mostly a YouTuber and streamer kind of setup. So I don't think I can play like this with these keybinds. We're just gonna do our best here. This is more about exploring and getting around. So unopened items in my collection. Apparently I need to open my Hearthstone again. Good to know. Do we have any new sets in the sets tab? We do not have any new sets in the sets tab. And I guess we just start leveling. I'm going to need this character to explore things, and it's probably going to... They probably won't wipe it? I don't know. The effigy looming in the town center pulses with dark energy, trapping villagers. If it could be destroyed, the spell might be broken. Okay, so there's something spooky going on in this village. It couldn't possibly be tied to this not at all spooky effigy. The head just moved. The head on it just tilted, right? You guys saw that, right? It's all good. It's Alpha Day. The sound is sort of soothing, so no worries. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna go back and watch this VoD later and wonder how I ever let myself stream like this. Alright, seems we'll take more than brute force to break this curse. Shocking. Alright. Let's see here. What else? What else do we have? Investigate the villagers' writings. This is kind of like whodunity. This is kind of mysterious. The bulletin that he was posting was struck by a spell. There have been strange happenings in town. It's likely these events are connected to whatever casts a spell on the village. Alright. So let's do some reading. I don't hear any dialogue sound. I wonder if the voice acting's not in yet. Villagers are expected to retire to their homes no later than sundown. Look at this dude. Look at this dude right here. Kind of Death Knighty. Very distinctly not moving. Remarkably detailed arm hair texture. Let's see. It's written down. I will stream in Alpha Crashes, not Blizz. You're gonna have to run, have a good stream. Congrats on Alpha. To get into, all you have to do is stream and hope Blizz likes me. I mean, I may have sent a couple of emails. I didn't know anybody. I just looked for public-facing email addresses, and then I begged like a couple of weeks ago, and I was lucky enough that they had pity on me. You are now resting, indicated by your... Yeah, I know. I know. Alright. Oh, talent points. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what's different here. So... right off the bat, Twist of Fate no longer on rank 15. Surrender to Madness still safely on level 100. No longer kills you. 4-minute cooldown. You can cast while moving for a minute, and then you take 90% damage and can't generate insanity. So instead of being insta-killed, you are insta-killed if when it ends, you are not above 90% health. Which would be kind of fun, you know. I can envision a world where you're just like yelling at your healers, like you gotta get me up, you gotta get me more than this. You just like stop to shadow man yourself. So that's kind of interesting. Fortress of Mind, Shadowy Insight, Shadowward Void. Now that they've taken Twist of Fate off this tier, we actually have some other options that we can pick. For now, I'm probably just gonna take Fortress of the Mind. Seems fine. Body and Soul will never go away. For Void Eruption. Oh, interesting. This is new. Void Eruption applies Shadowward Pain to all targets hit. Well, does Void Eruption typically hits targets that have Shadowward Pain? I guess you would in this instance apply Vampiric Touch to everything. That makes the Void thing to hit them, and then they get that. It seems worse than Misery. It seems just straight up worse than Misery, because if you're going to apply Vampiric Touch anyways to make, you know, depending on if they have a change. Oh, Void Eruption's different now. Instead of hitting targets that have dots on them, it hits all enemies within 10 yards of your target. Okay. So that seems to be their answer to multi-dotting stacked things. These birds look spooky. Preach is also streaming. I was convinced they just trashed STM. I'm glad that they've decided to iterate on it. I think that it was a cool idea. It was actually really fun when it was new. And I'm glad that they're not just, like, abandoning it, even though it was kind of broken in its iteration before. I'm glad that they're continuing to work with that. All right, let's read. Or let's have this spoken to us. I'm fairly certain. I'll double check to make sure that my dialogue sound isn't muted. I've seen you sneaking out into the foothills while you think I'm asleep. It better not involve that crazy woman in the woods. The only thing worse than getting cheated on is getting cheated on with a crazy woman in the woods. I see. Sound, dialogue, it is enabled, and the volume of it is maxed out, so if there is going to be dialogue sound, it will happen. Hey Al, hey Izzy, how are you doing? Feeling the healer, you need more health quicker? Yeah, that's what rating's all about, right? The audio crackles and the video stutters. The video, I don't know what to do about either of those things. I need to get a mount keybound here. Let's just open up a mount, assuming that I have one other than the Hearthstone. I suppose I can just ride the Hearthstone. Sure. I'm assuming we won't be able to fly for a bit, so I'm just gonna put that there. If I get to combat and I'm no good, it's because I haven't set up any of my keybinds yet. I will do that probably after this stream. But for now, I just kind of want to experience some questing, take a look around, see if there's anything cool to see. And I'm going to be apparently doing my rotation on my mouse because that's where my 1 through 10 is bound, and those are the buttons that they've bound for me. So I'm just going to, I can just play WoW like this. That UI is so good. This is the defaultest of default UIs. I do not have any, where's, there, that one's mindfully. I do not have any add-ons installed on Alpha at this time. I believe that you will be able to do so, but people will need to update their add-ons to be compatible with it. And I don't usually, even when I was doing PTR for raid testing, I don't usually mess with add-ons too much because enough things break without you putting relatively untested software on into the mix as well. Hazel, tell Blizz to give me Alpha. I was a little bit surprised that I got it myself, man. Is the mount common for Alpha builds? Because I haven't seen it since vanilla. Which mount? The Frost Saber? Ancient Frost Saber. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it. I just grabbed it because it started with an A and I saw it. But I don't have that one on live. I'm almost dead. Ow. I don't have that one on live, and it looks like this is kind of the typical Alpha situation where they've just given you the mounts. There are some that it doesn't give you, but it like auto gives you a whole bunch of them, including some that are not otherwise obtainable. This one is, I don't think you can get it anymore. I think if you had it, then that was something. That item is not going to be called PH Flavor Pig. That's just a placeholder text, but I enjoy that it's I enjoy picking up pig flavor for now. What was I doing? I forget. Do you have the Lucid Nightmare? I do have the Lucid Nightmare on live, yeah. You have all the mounts. There's not everything. It looks like there are quite a few mounts that are not available to use. And it doesn't seem like there's a huge amount of logic as to which ones are and are not available. Because there's many of those that I have on live, but there's been no character copy yet. And there's no account data copy either. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to look for my Shadowman button. It looks like it's up here. I'm going to need that one on a... I'm going to need Shadowman on a button. It looks like it does heal. Not as much as I wanted it to, actually. I'm going to have to actually press that a couple times. Poor Shadow Piggies. Yeah, and they're kind of cute, too. They've got that cute new pig model that we were looking at in the creature models. And then I said just yesterday that went out today that I wouldn't kill them given the chance. But these are grown-up ones, you know, and they're cursed. We're putting them out of their misery. How are you on Alpha? Streamer YouTuber invites went out today. Just about to go to bed, but my curiosity keeps me awake. Will you upload the VoD? I will upload it. Well, I'll make it public, and it will be out tomorrow. Probably pretty early tomorrow. Your top 3 in WoW videos? I disagree. And I could not get into the Legion Alpha until the thing that got me my Legion Alpha invite was the PvPer wave. I got into the Legion Alpha because at the time I had a character that it was above 2400 rated in 3s, or at least that was the prevailing theory. Is Misery still a talent? It is, yes, and I should finish picking my talents so that I can actually get it. So that Misery there. It looks like the talents have been shaken up a bit. I will probably make a video just talking about the changes to the Shadow Priest talents because that's something that I actually am familiar with. For now, I'll keep Mind Bomb. Although that's interesting. I'm surprised that there's still Mind Bomb. Oh, it's different. It's completely different. After 2 seconds or the target dies, fears all enemies within 8 yards. So it's an AoE fear. It is no longer a stun. It is a fear. But I've picked it, so I can't get rid of it now. How is Drusthaven? We have done about a half a quest so far. We're taking a look around. So Twist of Fate down here. Twist of Fate looks a little bit nerfed. It looks like below 35% it triggers 10% damage and healing. Was it always 10%? I could have sworn it used to be like 20. But Twist of Fate's been just such a default option for so long that I'm not surprised. Oh, I need to turn on auto loot. I can't. What will I do if I can't vendor these placeholder gray items later? I'm gonna need some gold, right? Like how much gold do we have? Oh, they give us 5k. They give us 5k for sure. Gotcha. Can I still get Heritage Armor if I use a 110 boost on an allied race character? You won't get Heritage Armor from that character. You will need to level without boosting a character of that race in order to unlock the Heritage Armor. After that, you will be able to use that Heritage Armor on all of the other characters of that race that you have, and you can boost or race change those ones, but you do need to do it the old-fashioned way at least once. How many HP do you have? That's a good question. I have no idea. Looks like about 15k max, and right now I have like 10 because pigs hurt. Pigs hurt. Pigs hurt. That was the whole thing. So is that a no, or did I get blanked? I missed your message here. I missed your message. Where is it? Liz needs more bunnies. There could be more bunnies. There could be a whole bunny zone. I wouldn't know about it yet. It was a PvP talent? Oh. Well, I've been really missing being able to kick alongside my ranged kick peers in raids and dungeons, so it's nice to have that as an option. No torrent? No torrent. No. These were all on my bars automatically. It looks like there are some buttons that were not put on my bars. We have Powered Fortitude back. That's just weird. I understand why it's a thing, and that gives me 10% stamina, but it's just so bizarre to have it back after so long. Hey Hazel, hi Branch, how are you doing? Is this BfA? This is BfA. This is BfA. Alright, let's finish our talents before we go any further. Suspicious Spirits, Talents, Shadow Crash. Oh, that's concerning. That's concerning. What do you mean watch out? What do you mean watch out? I don't see any ground rumbling. I just see my own shadow form. What do you mean? What do you mean? Also, we've almost done a bonus objective. Nice to see those around for leveling as well. Can you do something about the mic scratching? I can try and unplug and replug my mic back in. That's my only plan. This has never happened to me before. I don't know if that will work, and there's a possibility that it could make it worse, so that's why we haven't done it yet. Where is your artifact weapon? This is BfA, man. They didn't give me one. They gave me a Tide Shaper staff, which is item level 185. Also, I am targeting the wrong thing. So weird seeing a 110 at 190 item level, right? I'm really ready for the squish, though. I'm ready for the squish. The numbers were getting a little bit silly. Any news on Dark Irons? Do they have lava beards? Please say they do. Allied races not in this build of the BfA Alpha, so we weren't able to take a look at them, but from the data mining that I saw on Wowhead, it looks like they do have lava hair. I don't know if the lava's in the beard. No lava beards? Aw, that sucks. If you can have lava hair, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get a lava beard. I mean, if Odin can do it, where is my Shadow Man? Goodness gracious. I'm just binding everything to my mouse right now, so I don't want to stop and, like, take a bunch of time to set up keybinds. Is /meow emote in this build? That is something I can find out for you. Alright. You need 18k rep with our guessing reach for Void Elves. Don't forget to be doing as many of the world quests as you can this week. We have bonus rep week right now. And they're not only Macquarie world quests, but any Silver Dragon, goodness, I can't play WoW without my keybinds. Any Silver Dragon world quest in any of the 3 zones will now give you rep with Argusian Reach. So go to Cocoon, go to the Antoran Waste, all of those Silver Dragon rare elite quests. You want to do them all. You are killing the cute pigs, I guess. It took me like what 30 seconds to get in and start killing the cute pigs. In my defense, they were cursed, and you know they probably didn't want to live like that. I didn't ask, but they probably didn't want to live like that. You forgot about the rep boost? Yeah. Definitely, if you're trying to unlock allied races, this is the week to go hard. So it looks like we're ready to turn in our next thing. This isn't the kind of mic that becomes easily unplugged, so I don't know if that will actually fix it. Alpha? Yeah. Is there an option to add the bars on the right side of the screen in the interface panel? Absolutely. So, interface, action bars. Let's add some more bars, actually. And let me always show. Yeah, always show. Numbers for cooldowns. Sure thing. And just so that I don't go absolutely crazy, let me set up a couple of key bindings here. So, action bar. One of the right ones, I want a mouse button. So that I can put my mount skill there, and then key bindings for the regular one up here. How do I do this? I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The reason I use the F keys, and I have a video on this, it's because those are bound to my gamepad. So that lets me actually, alright, bottom left, 1, 2, there we go. 3. That lets me play WoW with my gamepad instead of my mouse. Alright, So there we go. And then this one here, 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 here. This goes on 7. This goes nowhere because who uses that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mount goes wherever. I lost my mount keybind, but that's okay. This'll do. This'll do. You're not too late. Nah. The week to go hard or go home. Absolutely. Yeah, the Hearthstone pillow too. It's really good, right? That is my favorite pillow to excitedly hug in any situation when you need to excitedly hug a pillow, typically while watching esports. Alright, so we've got to turn this in because it looks like we're ready to keep going. Where did I put that? Oh, there we go. There's the map keybind. I see. Hey, my buttons work now. That didn't actually take all that long. Blizzard Senpai didn't notice me. Warlocks are far superior. Do they have updated Worgen models? Nope, not yet. Oh, somebody wanted to see if there's a meow. Let's see. Meow. No. There is no / meow. That is not a thing. So we're turning it into book. An old woman who recently arrived in town. Probably the crazy woods lady that is taking everybody's men. A house down the road. I see. It's possible that she may know what's going on if it hasn't afflicted her yet. Like she's not doing it. Look at that map, though. Look at this map has topographical detail. Oh, that looks good. That looks weirdly good. That looks just so, well, I've never seen a WoW map look like that. Are the other maps weird? Like, if I just look in, the other maps are normal. I mean, I haven't explored them because this is a new character, but they look fine. What do you guys think of that? You like that? You don't like that? What do you guys think? You hear the little crackle? I know, I know. What are some videos that you're going to make with this new alpha? Well, we're going to do some brainstorming. We're going to do some brainstorming. It really depends on what people want to see and what is in the individual builds. Like right now, this build has a couple zones, a little bit of leveling, but not a whole lot else. As they begin to add things like professions, we can do looks at the profession changes. Right now, I can do looks at class changes and talent changes. If there's any new cosmetics that are here that aren't in 7.3.5, we can look at that. But I'm just going to kind of try and brainstorm a list, go through them one by one, and whenever I can't pick a thing, I will do polls probably. Sounds like a minor mic issue. I don't know how to fix it. You like the stylized maps better? You can guarantee it'll change the normal map in live or beta? Okay. Yeah, it does look very out of place, so that wouldn't surprise me. Alright, we're taking a seat. Oh. Oh, look at her model! That looks so good! Patra, thank you for becoming a sponsor! Did she just, like, sit me down at the table, reveal her true form, and then peace out of there? She didn't even do anything! Alright, well now we have to go kill her. Shocking. And we're gonna destroy some lesser effigies that she's using to entrap the villagers of Fallhaven. If I was paying more attention, I would know why she was doing this. Or maybe she'll reveal it later. Maybe I should start reading. Alright, so we're also gonna kill some enthralled animals. She's just enthralling everybody. Any interesting stuff in the calendar? Ooh, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Looks like normal stuff. normal world events. There's some stars here for Trial of Style. That's in March. I think we already knew about that. Ungura Madness. I feel like we probably already knew about that. Tadpole's Noble Garden, Children's Week. All normal, all normal. I think these are the normal micro holidays and regular holidays. I don't see anything yet. We can click through the whole year here. Auctionist Dance Party, Trial of Style, Tavern Crawl, Harvest Festival, Hallows End, No More Gun, 14th anniversary, and there. Something that we should take a quick look at is what are the pet listings? What's new here? What do we not? I don't have. If I had my pet collection, it would be really easy to find out what's new because I would just, for the most part, look at what I don't have. Oh man, we got anything new? We got anything new? Hi Hazel and chat. Hey Kaloran, how are you doing? Any of the Shadow Talons different, newer pruned spells? Yeah, absolutely, a couple of them. That's probably gonna be one of my earlier videos because that's something that I can just take a look at and chat about. Did you try to use all the heirlooms and socket gear with the new leveling gems? Does it work or not? And can we even test it? All of the heirlooms and socket gear with the new leveling gems. New leveling gems. I haven't heard of new leveling gems yet. That's new to me. As far as heirlooms, it looks like I don't have any on alpha, so I can't test it yet. At least she didn't throw you in the Hearthfire. I mean, that seems. I feel like that would have been more understandable. She just wanted to make a getaway, but I wasn't even on to her yet. She could have just told me that she needed to go out and check on her garden, and I would have been like, okay, make sure the turnips are doing well. You know, bring me a radish. It's not true. I would never tell somebody to bring me a radish. Oh, it's rare. It's mad at me. It may or may not win. All right, so I took. This is gonna fear it. Is it gonna fear it? Oh no, it's done. It was like an in-place fear. I see. So I broke it. But it didn't. It also didn't run off and pull more stuff. So that's not so bad. 2 surprise streams within a week. Aren't you spoiling us? It's been a big event. There's been a lot of stuff going on. You know. I will always stay open to doing surprise extra super special bonus streams whenever there's something like this. It's BfA Alpha Day, man. I am getting wrecked. I need to move my Shadowman button back to its normal keybind. It doesn't look like it's actually healing me for all that much. And now I need more mana. Open the pet. Hit 111. Oh, I might die. Let's put this on 4 real quick because that's my normal spot for it. Oh, it's almost dead. We should just try and kill it. I don't know why it won't let me Shadow Word Death. It will not let me Shadow Word Death. Only usable on targets that have less than 20% health. I think he qualifies. Oh, the Raven's gonna finish me off. Don't steal my trinket. Wouldn't that be funny if it actually disabled your trinket for the duration? Maybe I should let it steal my trinket next. What do my trinkets do though? How would I know? I only have stat stick trinkets. I wouldn't be able to find out. Hey, how's it going, Siflabby? In the level 60 to 80 ruts, send help. Should change your title from YouTuber to streamer now. I put out 3 videos this week and it's only Wednesday. Come on. I worked. I did it. I did the thing. All of these poor animals. So it looks like just kill some animals, destroy some effigies. Effigies are up here, and then we gotta slay Helena. Although after that rare, which gave me nothing. Vignette placeholder. Okay, so there is gonna be an item from that rare. We just don't know what it is yet. Obviously pretty early alpha, so we don't have all of the stuff. Shadow Word Death is a talent now. You have not talented for Shadow Word Death. Oh, okay. It put it on my bars, which is why it put it on my bars before I'd even spec'd into it. What's up with that then? So let's fear them and maybe focus on the one that's almost dead, and maybe a couple of Shadowmans. It looks like it gives you a huge projected healing bar for Shadowman, but it doesn't actually heal you for that much, which is interesting. It looks like the method with Void Bolt, it's not really extending my dots, but I think they changed that. I think I'm gonna die. Oh no! Come on now. Shadowman. I might have to actually get up and get the door. It might be the maintenance. Hang on just a moment. Okay, I'm good. I shouldn't have to get up. Okay. Another one over here. You're sick and the surprise stream happened. I'm doing a lot better. I'm sorry to hear. Oh no, not this guy again. I must have gotten distracted because I was just, alright, let's try and stun him, because I remember he did get stunned last time. And let's just try and get that off. Okay, no, we're leaving. We're not fighting me again. We can't do it. We're not even topped off. Congrats on Alpha, so jelly. Thanks, Patrick! I'm so excited. Powered shield. It shields for a little bit. So powered shield looks like for 1740 damage. This heals for 1780, so it looks like it should be theoretically, oh gosh. And now the ground is rumbling again, but last time that happened, nothing actually happened. Previously in live, I might be dead now. Previously on live, Shadowmend healed for a lot more than Power Word Shield mitigated, so it was generally in your best interest to press Shadowmend instead, as long as you had the second or whatever it would take to actually get it off. Now it doesn't seem to be the case. It looks like it looks like Shield is the same amount. You wake up and find out Alpha is at. What did I miss? What is available? How is it? It looks cool so far. We have 2 leveling zones, I believe. They mentioned Drusthaven and I think maybe the starter one for Horde. There are no allied races. It's mostly just questing and leveling. There's a lot of placeholder stuff in here. What are the health numbers like of everything? Very much squished. Health numbers are very squished. I, at level 110, have 14,000 health. And I'm item level 190, which is up 10 from when I started, so I think we're really good at this game. Alright, we're gonna res. Carefully. Do you choose what zones? It started me in Drusthaven, and it looks like... So there's no, on the map, it just ports you in. It looks like my corpse is in the Maelstrom, but Broken Alice is where this actually is. Storm Song, Drusthaven, Tierguard, Sound. There was a post on MMO Champion, or I think, or a blue post or something, that actually detailed what was available in this build of the alpha. We can review that once we've done this here. Alpha invite only. Yes, it is invite only. It is invite only. There are no keys. There are no keys. You can't get a key from anybody. I don't have any keys to give you. It was by account select. I wonder if we can fix our orc backs now. It did not look like there were any new orc customization options in the launcher when we looked at it the first time, for sure. So, we need to kill some more wildlife, which is concerning because they're kind of kicking my butt. You're glad about a stat squish. Does it also squish your professions? Should. I don't have any. I don't have any. As soon as we can get to a point where we can train some professions, we can take a look at the maximum. So, we'll track profession trainers, and the next time we're back at 10, we'll take a look at that. We need to avoid Balethorn at all costs. It looks like he's just going to be wreaking havoc and rampaging for a bit. Have they fixed Shadow AoE for murdering imps? From the sounds of it, maybe. After we've killed these two, we'll take a closer look. They've made some changes to the way that... certain things work. Shard, thank you for becoming a sponsor. I appreciate it. Enjoy your new emotes. They are listed in the description of the stream. If you get a key, give it to me. I'm your best friend. There are no keys. Yeah, there are no keys. This is BfA. This is BfA. Look. These are BfA trees. That is a BfA bird. Loading screen bosses suck. It was a big download. It was like a 40+ gigabyte download. All right, so the imp problem, and also we didn't finish our talents, which is probably why I'm getting messed up. Shadow Crash, Twist of Fate. Twist of Fate's been moved, by the way. You now have Void, Insight, and Fortress of the Mind on the same tier. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Shadow Crash for now, actually, just for fun. I'll throw it on my 2 key. Because that may help with this AoE situation. Mindbender, Lingering Insanity, Power Infusion, and then we've got Void Torrent is still in the game, but it's a endgame talent along with Legacy of the Void. Legacy of the Void is different. This is gonna be a whole video's worth of stuff. I will sit down and talk about these in an actual sit-down video, but cast time is reduced to maybe cast anytime your insanity level. Okay, so that actually makes it cast faster. Void Torrent does damage over 4 seconds. Insanity does not drain. Requires Void Form and then Surrender to Madness. I see. You run the default UI, but you do not like how it is changing. I noticed that it looked a little bit different when I first logged in. You need to change your avatar. Your Shadow Priest is now a pretty Void Elf. Ah, man. How do you play BfA? BfA is an alpha, and it is invite only at this stage. So right now you can't. If you want to opt in to be considered for alpha invites, you can go to the BfA website, and there is a beta opt-in at that place. Lingering Insanity, decent for soloing. I don't actually know what's good for anything yet. It's a little bit too early to say. I took Lingering Insanity because I figure Mindbender is something that you typically take for longer fights, and Power Infusion, again, for longer fights. So Lingering Insanity is something that will still be working for me even when I'm forgetting to use it. I like the talents per se, but I think they need to move them around. They've definitely moved them around in BfA. They may continue to iterate on this, of course. This is by far not guaranteed to be the version that goes live. I'm really curious about the profession thing, too. I really want to see. Different about the default UI. When I first logged in, you see this, like, the birds were closer together. And maybe this has been a thing for a while because it's been so long since I've used default UI on live. But these extra 6 buttons here didn't exist. Those weren't a thing. There was just a much smaller bar in the center of my screen, maybe because of all the pruning. Cursed wildlife have been culled. The villagers of Fallhaven should no longer have to fear the foothills. Alright. I'm pretty sure the villagers of Fallhaven were pretty possessed anyways. So there's a quest over here. Thaddeus Gramps. Rifthold. Let's go talk to Gramps. Let's see what he wants. I don't have any Azerite armor yet, no. You're in shock that we have Alpha? I mean, it's about that time. It's about that time, you know? It had to happen soon if they're gonna actually get this thing tested and out. My grandson's always getting into trouble, but this is something else. What did he do? What did he do? You were taking care of your grandson and his friends. You told them to play quietly while I took a nap. Well, there's your first problem. They left a note saying they were going on an expedition. They think they'll find Titan relics in the trogg caverns. They're too young to fight trogs. My bad knee almost gave out getting here. You look strapping. Find my grandson and the rest of the Adventurers Society. That gives me big flashbacks to the part of Pokemon Silver and Gold where you go down to the bottom of the mine and Kurt is all like, my knee's not good enough to be doing this. You gotta go do the thing. Save the slowpokes. It kind of gives me the same vibe. So we gotta look for signs of children and kill some trogs. Sounds good. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Binge. How are you doing? I hate too much. Hazel, how are you enjoying it so far? This is the best. This is the best day. I think we haven't seen a whole lot of it. I can't go on and say that Battle for Azeroth is going to be the best expansion ever because I've been in it for like 30 minutes and I've been questing. But I would say that the ambiance good, music good, visuals gorgeous. Look at this cascading waterfall thing, and the atmosphere. I've been enjoying the atmosphere of like the quest. Like despite the fact that I'm distracted and still concerned about the mic thing, I'm still intrigued about what is going on in Fallhaven and why that lady. I guess I killed the lady that was doing it. The child-sized backpack with a junior explorer pin attached to the back. Oh, can I see it? Can I see the pin? It's a backpack. No pin. No pin. Disappointed. Inspect. It has been emptied by the trogs. How could they? Maybe the trogs took the pin. That's probably what's going on. It did say in the flavor text that it was there. So there's probably a cave around here. Let's find a cave. Let's play the Find the Cave game. Found it. Best ever. Void Elves is the best expansion. Void Elves, going on live makes me feel okay about the fact that BfA might be in development for a while because, oh, wrong cave. Leveling is gonna take me a minute, but I don't feel so bad about that. Are these the right caves? Are there trogs? A Beginner's Guide to Archaeology by Brand Bronzebeard, 3rd edition. What is that? Was that a quest item? Beginner's Guide to Archaeology. I received loot. I picked it up. I don't see it. I see a bunch of vendor items. I have some ribs. Let's eat some of these ribs. They gave me the ribs. They're going to give me a crit buff. Why not? They gave me a lot of ribs, actually. And they also did give me some tomes. I know, I picked it up. It says quest item. Okay, that's why. That's why it's not my bag, because I'm dumb. Do you think allied races will not require the rep thing once the X-Pack launches? I can't see it being that way. Probably just a quest line. I would anticipate, and I don't know anything, but I would anticipate that when BfA launches, the rep requirements will probably be null, but you would still need... For the ones that are available now, I don't know. I have no idea. I think it would be weird. Did you try and plug your mic into another USB port? I mean, I can try. This is an SL. What am I talking about? It's I've forgotten the name. It's not SLR. It's not USB, but it does eventually go through a USB mixer. So I can try that. Let me take a look at the mixer. Hello? Okay, it looks like the mic is still functioning. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. Is it still crackling? She made WoW videos for a few years. That is true. I have made over 1,100 videos. So that's a good place to start. I guess they're not all WoW videos. I wonder how many of the 1,100 are WoW videos, because I definitely made other games, videos of other games. Where are these trogs? I think I was so excited about having found the cave really fast, and now apparently I have not found the cave at all. This is just a regular female dwarf that I'm playing. There are no allied races available in the Battle for Azeroth just yet. Prereqs will stay in BfA, but they will look at reducing them later. I see. No change in the mic. It went away when you left. 1,100, yeah. It's been a busy couple of years. It's very faint, but it's still there. Ugh, that's so frustrating. Test. Hello. Giraffes, hippopotamuses, rhinoceroses, gazelle. I'm running out of animals. Have you got your mobile phone next to your mic? Mine does it when I put it near mine. I mean, it's not far from my mic. Here. Ugh. Actually. There we go. Phone has been removed. Better now only when you speak. It was only when I speak before. Still there. Oh, this boar is ruining my life. Apparently it's pretty important. Oh, there's the trogs. Apparently it's pretty important in Battle for Azeroth to not let yourself get low in health, because from the looks of it, in basic gear just while questing, it's hard to sustain yourself even as a class with self-healing. You will sometimes die if you get aggressive and pull too much. So you gotta be a little bit careful. No change. Phone has been removed. Still crackly. I hope your mic isn't dying. I hope so too, because this thing costs some money. That was expensive, and I don't have a backup right now. I could purchase another one. We would look into it if I needed to, but that would be really upsetting because they're like, what could have possibly happened to it? It's been in a stand. You know, the cables are nicely managed. What would happen? Still bad. What is basic gear now? Apparently, the stuff that they give you. Item level 185. Item level 185. Bunch of 185 greens. They have given me a Heart of Azeroth, which is probably Azerite gear, you would think. So I said I didn't have Azerite gear before. Apparently I lied because I didn't notice this thing. It's a neck piece. I'm shift clicking, control clicking, alt clicking. If there is an interface, I don't have it yet. Maybe when we continue, we'll be able to get access to that. Have you done any system changes? Drivers? No. I recorded yesterday. I recorded a video on this yesterday, and it seemed fine in editing. Harris, awesome. Thanks. Hey, from Grace, why talk so fast? This is my life. It might be your cord's connector. Maybe. I do have another of those cables, so I can always try routing another one of those. Are the VoD Elf casting animations the same as the Belf casting animations? I believe that they are. Your neck is what you level up to allow the Azerite gear to become more powerful. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense for sure. What do the legendaries look like now after the squish when you look at them in the dungeon journal, if you can access that? I will take a look in a sec here. That is a good question. It could be related to when the tripod moves. It seems more pronounced that the camera shakes. The microphone... Yeah, the microphone is not connected to the camera. It's not related to the camera. It's on this, like, it's on an arm that's on the same surface as the camera, but that shouldn't be doing much, really. That shouldn't be it. Let's see here. What was I looking for? Legion legendaries. Loot. Legendaries. Not listed. Not listed. Nothing here. Try to compare to item level to LFR of Legion Raid. So we go to raids. We have Older, Zandalar, Kulturas, Camerabos, Gahun, loot. No loot yet. No loot there. No loot there. No loot yet. No loot. If the mic goes out, just buy a Yeti Pro. Decent mic and cheap. I don't want to downgrade. That seems counterproductive. I don't want to downgrade. If I had to replace it, I would replace it with the same one or better. I should be leveling my Void Elf Hunter, but I'm sick of leveling already. I guess I wouldn't replace it with the same one if it's only going to last me like a year. So we found some stuff, but where? I guess we just need to find some more trogs. But in the meantime, it looks like we can pick up some more stuff. This kid, I think, is a new model. I think this is a new human child. Oh yeah, that's definitely new. That's definitely new. Let's bask in the human child model for a second. Any new appearances in the appearance tab? No. The top set was still the same set from 7.3. Did you jiggle the cord? I got up, I jiggled, I unplugged, I replugged back in. I can try a different cable. Please enjoy the ambiance of this beautiful new human child model while I look to see if I have another cable in my closet. Alright. That closet was a nightmare, but I actually found this pretty quickly, so I'm gonna unplug for a second and be right back. Test. Alright, how are we doing now? How are we doing now? Testing, testing. Giraffes, rhinoceroses, hippopotamuses, lions, tigers, bears. Oh my, how are we doing? Sounds okay, but you're also work with bad speakers. Yeah. How are we doing now? How are we doing now? Is that better? Did I fix it? Please say it fixed it. 750 year lasted a while. He's gonna be an explorer. Mistakes were made. Same. Butts. Well, that's not good news. Maybe software changes? I hope so. I hope so. It's probably the mic. I was having some sound issues earlier, like software-wise, with my headset, so I'm really hoping that with like a nice driver update and a good restart, it'll be fine. It's not bad, you can fix it later. Speak in front of the mic again. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Cereal and bagels and toast with peanut butter and bacon eggs. Closer to the webcam, say something. It's not webcam sound. Webcam over here, one side behind it. Might just be the stream. Oh, is there sound coming through another source? No, there's not. Same sound I hear when I'm in WoW. I'm watching nothing that has to do with WoW. The crackling's gone. To get ready for raiding, I will be listening though. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go kill some more trogs at least. First, I thought it was your headphones. No, it seems to be a sound. It seems to be an issue with my microphone. That one says unknown, and that's frightening to me. So I'm just gonna turn right around, leave him alone. Sounds fine to me. It luckily, you guys are telling me that it's not that bad. I will find out later, and I will probably be very embarrassed. But we're just gonna keep going for now. It's the most frustrating stream for you to watch afterwards. I already feel bad, especially because this is tomorrow's video. This VoD is the only thing that I'm planning on putting out tomorrow. I may have pulled a few too many mobs. I think 3 is ambitious. I feel like 2 is a better number for me. I have a Bimkin here who's also working on these mobs, so that'll help. But barely noticeable, just for John. Is there not an NDA for Alpha? No, we are allowed to stream screenshots, videos, basically whatever. They encourage feedback, because this is still in development and they want to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. So low crackling, only when you speak, bearable for sure. Okay, I will do my very, very best to have that fixed. Tomorrow's stream is a baking stream. We're doing ungrow tar pit pudding from the Hearthstone cookbook tomorrow at 1 p.m. Oh, I got some Azerite. Oh, let me do something with it. Oh, it's a currency. It didn't appear in my chat log. My chat log doesn't have anything about Azerite. Interesting. Okay. And then 2 more trogs. I should have healed myself first. Oh. All right. I guess we'll only fight this one for now. That better be software. Excuse me. Hi Hazel, I'm new to your channel, but I love your videos already. Thanks for checking out the stream, amistos. Grifta is returning in BfA. Oh, Grifta is a good one. I hope that I would really like if Departos could get a buddy. You know, I want Departos to have a friend and go on friend adventures like some other NPCs have done in the past. Check your currency tab. Yeah, let's see. I don't have a currency tab. That's concerning. I have a rep tab. It includes the Alliance War effort and then classic reps, and that's it. I have no currency tab. I don't see one at all. This looks so fun. I want to watch you, but I don't want spoilers. Love you. See you later, Heather. No worries. No worries at all. Aaron, thank you for the $20 super chat. That is so generous of you. Putting at the VoD tomorrow is fine, and then you can work on a video so you can get ahead, work your way into a long weekend or vacation. There will be no weekends or vacations for me, probably until BfA. It's gonna be we're in alpha season now. We're in alpha season now. I will take vacations for 8 hours a night when I sleep. The internet rage over playable fox people is pretty funny to watch. Well, the playable fox people haven't been confirmed, right? Like, there was that forum thread where everybody was getting all excited about them and wondering which faction was going to get a hold of them because they are being coded as playable. And then Blizzard came in and it's like, you know, it's just so that the NPCs can look better. We're not guaranteeing that they will become playable. Please don't get too excited. And now people are like, is it a cover-up? Is it going to happen? Do we want it to happen? Do we want it for our faction? Do we want it for their faction? Do we want it for both factions? We don't know. There's just like a lot of feelings going on regarding Bulpera. Been binging Hazel vids for the last couple of days. Departos doesn't need a buddy, since the local fan site is using Departos for their overly manly man meme. Departos x Hazel's no main. Oh man. Have you checked out the new Destro animations? I have not yet. UI setup video. I have some UI videos for live. I haven't actually done any UI setup here. I didn't want any spoilers, then I came back to check the UI, and now here I am 30 minutes later. If you're trying to, I mean, I guess it's probably pretty feasible to avoid questing spoilers, but I never really felt like for me, finding out what the quests and the storylines are of an expansion is never really part of the excitement of the expansion launch. It doesn't really kill the expansion launch for me. What's exciting for me about the expansion launch is creating my place in that story with my character, you know, working on my professions, getting ready to raid with my guild on my main character. Like, that's the part that's really gratifying to me. So, oh, there's a thing here. What is it? Excavation inventory. This discarded paper contains a list of items the Adventure Society has found during the course of their expedition. Alright. They found some stuff. We gotta go pick it up. It's right here. I want snake people. Right, God. I'm trying to go a little bit quickly through the quest text, because I know some people probably don't want me to sit here for 45 seconds and read each one, but I don't want to miss too much. It looks like there's cool stuff going on. So, Grosgone. There's a rare up there, and I'm scared. Let's just stop and take a moment and top ourselves up for a second. It's weird to see numbers like 567. If Volpera go Horde, I will leave my Alliance Empire and go Horde. But the Partos or Zappy Boy win in a duel. Didn't Talius and Inevital make that video? Or was that just a tweet that I saw? Alright, so this looks like he must be Grosgore. I think I have to just fight him. His name says unknown here, but he has a name when you mouse over him on the map. What zone are you in? I am in Drusthaven. This looks like the Alliance starting zone. Just tuned in. Where is that your tune is questing in? We are in the Alliance starting zone of Battle for Azeroth named Drusthaven. Over here. Crackling is louder the louder you speak, and the closer you are to the mic. That's probably obvious. I can't hear my own sound, so that's useful. I can hear. As long as you guys can still hear me clearly, I can back up a little bit. Here, speculation that Shadow Priest is going to be amazing in BfA. Are you sure that you want to switch now? I'm going to be a Shadow Priest. When was I ever not going to be a Shadow Priest? Shadow Priest is what I do. I have yet to check out the class changes. One of the videos that I want to do, hopefully for next week, is taking a quick look through the class changes and then ranking what I think are the top 10 most impactful ones. To the best of my knowledge, considering that I don't have intimate knowledge of all the classes, but I can take a look and see what sounds the most dramatic. How do we know if we got a beta key? If you got invited to the beta, you will have an email. You'll have an email from Blizzard. So I've been hearing about Darnassus, but I play Horde, so I have no idea who he is. Fill me in. So, in the Lightforged Draenei unlock scenario, which I did do on my live stream, you can go back and check the live stream VoD if you would like. It all appears there. He is a primary character that you follow around, and he has some very enjoyable voice acting, and he's just become kind of a beautiful meme. Interference from the headphones? That's never happened to me before. I don't see why it would. The microphone is completely wired. I don't know. Premature to talk class changes? Oh, for sure. But it's still good. I think that it can still give you some insight as to the direction that they're looking to go, even if the exact changes don't make it into the game. Alright, so we did this. So after, where's my experience? Oh, my experience bar is down here. I see. Okay. So we're like a quarter of the way through the first level after. How long have we been up for? A little bit? Alpha only for streamers. It looks like we're in the content creator wave for sure. Streamers, YouTubers, that kind of thing. And definitely not all streamers either. How is the new Shadow Priest feels? I hope Void Eruption change doesn't make through. So the Void Eruption change seems okay. I like that it hits all targets in a certain area. That was the thing, actually. Somebody asked me about the imp killing problem. And it looks like I don't actually see... Oh, no, we do. We have a Channeled Mindseer. And Void Eruption now hits all targets within 10 yards of your target. So while you can no longer get really big Void Eruptions on a bunch of spread out targets like we are doing in the Argus fight, you will be able to Void Erupt on a bunch of imps that are, or whatever, you know, that are around your target. So we're getting moved a little bit away from spread cleave, a little bit more to stacked cleave, but I believe there will still be plenty of spread pressure because you're a dot class, you're going to be ramping up your dots. Thought you were going to be a Void Elf Priest. I guess the racial doesn't matter as much as I thought. I am going to be a Void Elf Priest. This is just Alpha. This is just BfA Alpha. There are no allied races yet on BfA Alpha. BfA Alpha will not transfer over to live. This is really just for testing purposes and for streaming. And this is just a character that I really quickly created so that I could, get on Alpha. Paz! Jeez, Paz! You've convinced me to return to the guild, make a Velf. I will be using your video guide to get the rep. Love your channel. Dude! Paz with the $100 donation. Granted, Canadian money, but the $100 donation. Goodness. Paz is a guildie of mine. I would say ex-guildie, but you know, he just left because he got busy, but that'll be really cool to have you back. And thank you for the incredibly generous donation, dude. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Dead raid mates with the leap of faith back. Void elves are just fun. Void elves are just fun. I think they look really good, and it's kind of amazing how much something as simple as a... Why am I still killing these things? Something as simple as a small cosmetic change can, you know, make WoW fun again. Like, I feel like WoW in Legion has a lot of activities to do. It's not the same problem we had in Warlords where there was just nothing going on. It's just, you know, sometimes you just need something to keep things fresh. My pleasure, keep streaming. You got it. You got it. Unless they cut off my power because of the thing, but I haven't even had the people come over yet. They said that they're going to come by, and I shouldn't have to get up because my husband did come home early so he could talk to them because he's sweet like that. But they said they were going to bring an infrared camera to try and find out where the issue is, because there's nothing visibly wrong with the tub, but there's definitely water leaking downstairs. So I'm really hoping that either they haven't come because they figured out the issue and it was not me, or if they're, I don't know. I just hope that they don't have to take out our tub because they made it sound like that was a possibility, and like, where am I supposed to shower? We don't talk about the dark days of WoD. Alpha's up. Invite only. Invite only. Invite only. If you are interested in testing, make sure that you opt your account in on the Battle for Azeroth website, and when they start sending out public invites, that is the best way to make sure that you have a chance to be selected. Cosmetics are the true end game, right? All right. I'm actually excited that we managed to make it through a couple of quest steps. Got my keybinds sorted out a little bit. It seems very stable, actually. That's one thing that I didn't even notice until just now. But we've been playing for... How long have we been playing? Let me do an uptime. I've been streaming for... Come on, Nettybot. Come on. An hour. I've been streaming for an hour. I've been playing for an hour. I haven't had a single disconnect. I haven't had a single bit of lag. I haven't had a single weird error or bug. I haven't had any unusually long loading screens. This has actually been really smooth so far, and for alpha, that's astonishing. Like, PTR doesn't work this good. PTR, like the 7.2 PTR, is a hot mess. Destroy. I would love to. I was trying to do that before. Oh, I see. Its protection has been broken. Gotcha. Ooh. Oh, this thing's cool. Oh, dude. Where did it get the tiny skulls? They're so little. Are those people skulls? Or are they too little to be people skulls? Are they Volpera skulls? Are they rat skulls? Are they skulls from those pigs? We'll never know. Good thing those got checked off. Can't wait. Until then, we've got Hazel to watch. Is it me or the mic is definitely making a weird sound? Not just you. I'm gonna be... You can bet your butt that I'm gonna be trying my best to fix that as soon as we're done with the stream. I didn't want to delay any further on getting to the alpha. People were getting a little impatient. If you're doing alpha tests, give feedback. You're more likely to get an invite to the next one. I always. Not necessarily design feedback, because I always kind of feel like, what do I know? But bug reports, typo reports. I am queen of typo reports. I will tell, you know, a socially acceptable place to tell people that they have spelled something wrong. That is just my dream. Hey. The whole village was stuck. There was a curse. Something wrong with that old crone. Fallhaven owes you a great debt. Yes. True. Pay me. Mastery crit. I'm gonna take crit, but I don't know what the stat priority is gonna be like. A raven regarding Lord Waycrest's daughter Lucille. She's a witch trial. A witch trial? Oh, this is cool. This is spooky. This is almost Bloodborne-esque. Jinxing it. Haven't seen the blue and white Rubik's cubes? Not yet. No placeholder cubes yet. She's found guilty. She will hang. You must make haste to Hangman's Point. Maybe you can convince them of their innocence. Oh dear. All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. Is there anything else? Oh, there's a flight point here now. This is now a flight point. Now, what I want to know, are there profession trainers? I am dying to train in professions so that I can take a look at the squish if it's in yet. There may be not professions in. Maybe they're not in. To market. Can you help an honest sausage merchant out? Sure. Save an innocent girl from hanging. Help a sausage merchant. Those are the same. Those are of equal importance. Which should we do first? I feel like we gotta go help the daughter, you know. She might not make it. Will artifacts add to your appearance collection? I think that they should. If I look at my appearances here, in the correct tab, sets, items, weapons, daggers. Not seeing it right off the bat, but this character was also created as a level 110, Like, there's no character copy yet. There's no character copy. There's no account data copy. That's really just create this character and get started. So this character's technically never had an artifact weapon, so it's not that surprising that it wouldn't be in the appearance collection. Perfectly qualified to give class feedback. On Shadow Priest, maybe. On everything else, I'm just guessing. Why does the map look so lifelike? Is this how it'll be on live, or is this just an alpha thing? I was surprised too. I'm being told that's probably just an alpha thing, and the more I think about it, the more correct it sounds. It's very topographical, and that's probably something to do with development. How do you feel about the number crunching? I'm on board. I think they probably should have done it in Legion. I think that, well, you know, we had the number crunch in WoD, right? Why did they let it get out of hand again so quickly? That's what I want to know. You know, do we really need that level of power ramp up in order to feel like our raids are worth doing? People are gonna raid anyways, right? Like, right? Is there gonna be anybody that goes, man, you know, the Burning Throne is only 20 item levels up from the gear that I'm already wearing. I'm just not gonna go. I mean, maybe somebody, but I feel like an upgrade is an upgrade, and we don't need them to be that massive steps up. They could probably go a little longer between squishes if they were a little more conservative with their ramping. Oh, I accidentally helped the sausage guy first. All right, I will pick these up, but I have to keep going. I will come back to help you with your sausages, I promise. I will come back. But there is a more urgent storyline that requires my attention. Witch Trials? Yeah, it's kind of a Witch Trial-y storyline, looks like. Thanks for accurately describing why I'm a supporter. Hazel's the best. Aw. It's easy to be negative. Thanks for being a positive figure. I could listen to you do anything, but the fact that it's WoW is a big plus. That's so sweet. Lucky dog, I am the luckiest of dogs. I am the luckiest of dogs. I am not ashamed to say that I cried a couple of actual happy tears this morning at the email. It feels really good. I feel like I finally, you know, I don't have to stress out about it. I can just make videos and keep doing the thing that I've been doing full time for a couple of years and not worry too much about it. I like listening to Hazel talk while working on things. So fun to find a live stream going. I wish you luck with your work. I always like watching streams when I'm drawing. I find that with a lot of things, I work better on them when I am single tasking, when I'm not trying to do two things at once. But with drawing specifically, because I prefer to draw on my iPad. I jinxed it. The game crashed. Let me try it. Let me try and get this going again. I prefer to draw on my iPad with my Apple Pencil in Procreate. That's just, I'm not a very serious artist. I just kind of do it for fun. I'm not an artist at all. I just scribble. I color basically, and that's a really comfortable thing to just kind of do on the couch. I'm on Anduin because he's my boy. A little nervous there. We're good. Good morning. I work as graphic design, so just about the same. Jelly. The map looks really cool. It's probably an actual aerial shot of the landscape. That would make sense. Numbers and old raids will be squished as well. Show us the Dark Irons. Dark Irons are not in yet. No allied races are. I couldn't even be a Void Elf here. There was no button for them. So let's, I'm going to continue trying to make my way over to that area, but if I continue to run into crashes, then I'll just assume it's something to do with the terrain. I vaguely remember, it's been a couple years since Legion Alpha, but I vaguely remember that there were some places that would just disconnect you. Crackling and crash aside, you got 100, and I think that's iconic. Pretty cool. I'm in the alpha. That is all I've wanted in my professional WoW YouTuber life. That's all I need from them. They could ignore me for the rest of their lives and just never acknowledge me again. And as long as I stay on this list, that's all I need. Mom, I made it. If they can't get the female Dark Iron Dwarves to look right. I like the, did you guys see the data mined female Dark Iron Dwarf hairstyles? Those look really nice. I like those a lot. My hair looks like grape jelly. It smelled like grape jelly for like 2 weeks after I dyed it. I've been pretty happy with how the color is lightening up. I think it's a little bit warmer, a little bit pinker than it was when I first dyed it, and that's how I want to do it next time. Once my roots, they're only growing out a little bit at the top, but once my roots get like really noticeable, I will dye it all again, and I will probably do it a little bit closer to pink. How is Shadow Priest now? Do you think it's going to be good this X-Pack? There are a lot of changes to Shadow Priest. It's going to take me some more time to dig through them. It doesn't feel too fundamentally different. It's not like the same kind of redesign that we got going from MoP to WoD or going from WoD to Legion, but it's seeing some pretty significant changes. I am very excited to have. Here, let me show you. What do we got? What do we got? You can wait for a second. You can wait for a second. You'll be fine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's it right there. I have mines here. It doesn't do good damage. That's totally fine. I just needed it to do something. I just needed it to do some damage. That's all. That's it. Any thoughts on Volparen being a playable? Although I don't know why my keybind is not. Oh, my keybinds are gone. Oh no. Okay, so next time I set up my keybinds, which I am gonna do again because I can't click on my buttons forever. But I'm gonna need to log out and then log back in to hopefully save them because that disconnect did kill my keybinds. Oh gosh. All right. Volparen. I'm gonna try and multitask my key bindings and discussing this topic. Volparen are not confirmed to be a playable race. They could happen. If they do happen, I think they would go Horde. I don't know that, but that's my feeling. I think that it would make sense for them to go Alliance because they are a goblin skeleton model and they have shown preference, although not an absolute rule, of spreading out the skeletons across the different factions to give other factions access to those animations. But I think that if playable Volparen happen before Goblin and Worgen model updates, there's going to be a lot of very frustrated people. I don't think I would play one myself. I think they're cute. I think they're cute as an NPC race. I don't think I would play it as a playable. There's 3 Ellens, but you're only in 1 right now. Top 5 things to make top 5 videos of in Alpha. Oh man. Speak with Lucy's Waycrest. Alright, so
hello.
I'm here. Yeah, come on. You're gonna be fine. Do you plan on cutting down these villages to free me as well? I mean, that was kind of my plan, yes. If you wish to help, you'll need to help me with the Marshal. Their accusations are misplaced. I will not have them harmed to save me some more discomfort. Discomfort? They're gonna hang you, lady. Okay. I will let them have their trial and prove to my innocence. Is this a trial? This doesn't look like a trial. Okay. See if you can convince him. Alright, let's go talk to him. Marshal, come on now. Be understanding. The woods have eyes. Alright, so clearly the answer is killing some birds. That's gonna fix the situation. Case of ambush. Place some traps. Okay, sounds good. There'll be one very frustrated female Worgen. Maybe they will be like the panda race, both Horde and Ally. That was another thing that kind of occurred to me. Like, there's so much hype around the possibility of them that I think that if they did do it, that's one possibility. Like, it's another one of those kind of furry, fluffy, not super humanoid races that they could feasibly go either way. Made guides for conducting fair pet battles. I have. They're a little bit old, but to my knowledge, I think they still work. Well, Parahate is just funny. If it isn't for you, don't make one. Why rage? I think that logic could be applied to an awful lot of things. Volpara need hairstyles if they're going to make the male and females look any different from each other. I would agree, but I think that that's a pretty easy step. I can visualize a bunch of hairstyles that would fit on them. I think that, like, they've got pretty small heads so that the hair wouldn't be, like, super huge, but I could see female Volpara with, like, shoulder-length hair and, like, some bangs. I could see them with, like, an almost female Draenei style updo that's, like, kind of fluffy in the back. I don't think there would be an issue with that. So, gotta place some more traps, kill some more animals. I'm a little bit confused about how this is helping the trial. They said, okay, so the woods have eyes. The sooner I can return her to the... There's dark things happening in the woods. Okay. Because the way it looks to me, they're just trying to get rid of me so that they can finish hanging her without me interfering. Right? Is that not the impression? Funny to me is Horde purists being mad over them. They're still not over Blood Elves and it's been 11 years. I've heard some opinions from Horde players, and I'm kind of curious to see what any of you that are full-time Horde players think of this. I've seen some split opinions. One, Nightborn are fairly popular. You know, they look really good. And they've been a fairly commonly requested race, basically since we got Nightborn in Legion. But I read somewhere that Orgrimmar feels a little bit different with the pure volume of elves that look like Night Elves running around. Like, Void Elves were... or Blood Elves, rather, were a big difference, and people were mad about those too back in the day, but they were very much their own thing. And because Nightborn kind of use Night Elf animations, that it looks a little bit strange, and I was curious to know what your guys' opinions on that were. What are you using to stream? I have a computer. Have a mouse. No, I have OBS. OBS, that's about it. That's the gist of it. I don't hear the crackle. That's good. Maybe it will resolve itself and it will never happen again, and oh gosh, I should be healing myself. For the Alliance. Alright, we gotta get some ravens too. I'm so used to being able to do the Shadow Priest thing where you just like dot up every mob that's within pulling distance and then you just move on. But I don't think I can get away with that. I think it's things tend to kind of hurt me. You'd much rather they have their own animations. I do wish that as well, but I think that having allied races reuse animations probably saves a fairly significant amount of development time that could potentially lead to us having more allied race options. And I've been forgetting to use my Shadow Crush. There we go, let's try it. Wow, that did nothing. I mean, it did something, but it didn't feel like a lot. Let's see here. The only complaint with Nightborn is that the male faces are all super ugly. I was actually looking at... Oh, I might die. I was actually looking at the male Nightborn, and I didn't really have a big problem with their faces, but I noticed their hair was kind of goofy. They had some kind of goofy looking hair. Why is this moth so mad at me? Oh, it's level 1. It's just a critter. It's fine. Why does the map look so lifelike? Looks like an alpha thing. It could be crazy. I didn't see it when I looked. I don't notice there are so many people in Orgrimmar at once that they all blend together. Yeah, I would get that. You looked at the cost of changing your undead male to a female. It's pricey. You might just use a level boost. I mean, if you don't have other plans for your level boost, you may as well. 2 more birds, 2 more traps, and then we can see if we did in fact save the fair lady or not. Is it true that when the expansion comes out in September that you won't have to play Legion at all to play the new content? We don't have confirmation of that either way. We don't have confirmation on that. I've heard both stories being passed around as absolute truth as to whether or not you will still need to do the Legion stuff in order to get access to like the allied races in BfA. I think that it's quite likely that Zandalar trolls and Dark Iron dwarves will be BfA only. You probably won't need to do any Legion stuff for that. But if you are planning on coming back in BfA and you want to play a Void Elf, Lightforged, Nightborn, or High Mountain Tauren at the time, I would recommend just come back now. Just come back now, get out of the way. It'll be like 2, maybe 3 weeks. If you do it like now, you have the bonus rep week happening right now, which is going to help make that even faster. It's not that bad. You can get out of the way, and then you can level your new character and get heritage armor if you want. Nightborn are everywhere. I'm kind of curious to take a spin around a Horde city sometime soon just to get a feel for that, because I've seen a lot of Void Elves running around, but I feel like Nightborn are probably going to be even more prevalent. So got here, what have I missed? Welcome to Battle for Azeroth. This is the BfA Alpha. We are leveling and talking about the new expansion. The land is dangerous. We should not dally here longer than necessary. This trap should alert us. Alright, so she's not dead yet, so that's a good start, right? They didn't just trick me into going to the woods so that they could finish killing her. I'm gonna get a 15 item level upgrade. I don't want the offhand because I don't have a main hand yet, so I guess I'm just gonna take the ring. I don't know what my stat priority is gonna be like. That's one of those things that I never really get a feel for until... Oh, it upgraded. That's good. I like that you can still do that. Maybe not Titan Forging, although from my understanding that's not going anywhere either, but I like the quest reward upgrade. I think that's kind of neat. Are the requirements to play allied races account bound? Yes. Yes, they are. Is there a map of the zones? Kind of. This is the map of Drusthaven. The map is going to undergo some changes before it reaches live servers. It's not going to look like this when the expansion comes out. And obviously we have some alpha-esque. This is very much placeholder for now. Oh, okay. Questions from villagers. Okay, so we need to figure out what's going on there, and I am also going to find a tiny bit of moisturizer for my nose because I have that thing again where my nose is really itchy on stream. So don't mind me. Witchcraft has long lived in the superstitions of the people here. It's only recently that some of these superstitions have become reality. Tradition. One who has tried for witchcraft is allowed to choose the means by which they are tested from among the requests of her peers. Is this like a trial by battle? What's happening here? Is this Game of Thrones? They have strange beliefs about which witches can and can't do. Speak with them and see what we can do to prove my innocence. Okay, so we're just gonna go talk to some people and see what their ideas are for what we can do. I feel like they're not gonna care either way. How can you prove that someone is not a witch? There's a witch who lived in the swamp, and the villagers found her out because the bloodflies wouldn't go near her. They bit everyone else, but wouldn't bite her. They said a witch's blood is so foul that not even a bloodfly will touch it. Okay, so sucks to be you, but if we can get you bitten by some bloodflies, that's a good sign. What else? We would weigh them down, throw them into the river. If they resurfaced, we'd know that they had made an unholy pact and then get the noose. Oh no. We can't. Veto. Abort. There's a rumor that a witch could never be sick up. There is a rumor that a witch could never sick up. Alright, that can't be right. Her belly is constantly emptied by the dark spirits living within her. Would never sick up. Is that a phrase? I've never heard that said before in my life. Not sure you can prove that? Yeah. Your idea sucks. You should feel bad. How can you prove someone's not a witch? Their flesh is impervious to flame. Alright, well the bloodfly thing was really the best option. Oh, I need to question one more. If she weighs the same as a duck, she's a witch. Mama always told me the witch could never cry, no matter how hurt or sad they got. Miss Waycrest didn't cry one bit. She must be a witch. Wow. Wow. Safe to rule out fire and drowning? Yeah, I would say so. Alright, well, let's get some blood flies. Let's make an onion so that she can cry. Get an onion so she can cry. And get some venom glands so that she can get sick.
See you later.
Sucks to be you. It's an old slang for, it's a British slang for vomit. Oh, okay. Bug report? I can't bug report things that are just slang that I don't understand. How are the quests so far? I think they're really cool. I'm really enjoying the story. I thought the Legion quests were really cool. I thought they really nailed the storytelling with Legion quests, so this is just kind of like new stories to explore. So here's our bug catching jar. You know, like you just have those on hand. Stick them right next to your stocks, no big deal. Love your videos. I'm so glad I'm finally able to catch a stream. I'm glad that you came by. Why did they put a fake nose? Oh dear. I would say that they're all witches and kill them all so you can have some peace and quiet. Do you know if the ring versatility enchant for warlords scales so much better than Legion? I don't know if it scales. I don't know the level of scaling that they have. The reason the warlords one was the one I went for was because it was cheap. But I don't think it's a huge deal which enchant that you get. Or if it is, it's something that I'm not familiar with. How's it going? At least you're not going to drown her? Yeah. It's probably for the best. Have you tried Zandalari yet? Zandalari and Dark Iron Dwarves are not in this particular build of the BfA Alpha. I'm British and I've never heard of Sick Up before. Female Dark Irons, thoughts? Sorry if I missed it earlier, I'm late. They're not in the alpha yet, so we can't take a look at them here, but I looked at their data mine models and I looked at their data mine hairstyles, and I really like the hairstyles. That's been consistent, I think, across the other allied races as well. They've just had really good looking hair. Tips on how to pick a main for the next X pack. I would say, ooh, for the next X pack? I mean, I would say go by process of elimination. Like, start by thinking about what you don't want to play. Like, for example, me, I can pretty quickly rule out all melee specs because I don't enjoy melee. And then rule out maybe if there's a class that you don't like the armor type model looks of. I should not have pulled 3. Apparently 2 is our golden number here. Look at that loading screen, though. If there's something that you like the look of. And then, you know, I would say just be flexible. It's if you commit to something and then you don't like the way it feels after the class changes, a lot of classes are experiencing some pretty significant changes between now and BfA. So I would say don't get married to the idea. Shadow Priests are basically witches, right? They should be concerned about me. Try discharging your static? Did you ever manage to change your game language, Hazel? It was pretty funny. I actually did with the alpha. Like, I logged into the alpha and everything was in Korean. And I needed to change it back just because for the purpose of showing it to you guys, I don't want to be, I needed it in English. And, I had to go. Looks like the best way to do it is to edit the config file. The other solutions that I tried did not work for changing the in-game language. They only work for changing the launcher language. But there are codes that you can edit the config file in your WTF folder just in Notepad, and that worked. That worked just fine. Your main has been the same for 10 years because it's my main. Just found you today. Been enjoying your content at work most of the day. Thanks, Gideon. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear. Gideon, I'm sorry to let you down like this. But welcome to the stream /channel. What's the Drusthaven story? So far, we have witchcraft, we have witch trials, and there's a sausage vendor that needs some help. Those are the storylines. Oh, there was a kid. There was a grandpa with some kids. I'm not really uncovering a big overarching storyline so far, but I'm also talking to you guys, and I'm very easily distracted. Looks like we're getting Volpera according to data miners. I think it's possible. I think it's far from guaranteed. I think if anybody's getting their hopes up for confirmed Volpera, they may very well be disappointed. Those are some hardcore mobs. Right after you resurrect, you're not at full health, and I think it's important to go into things with full health. What do you want? What would you like? Adela Hawthorne, what's that?
Hello.
We don't get many mainlanders. This plot with Sam's farm. Used to tend the onion fields before the curse took him with it. This farm is all I have left, and the quill rats are making sure I don't get that. Yeah, I got you. You could have just asked me to help with the rats. I mean, I didn't really need the backstory. The backstory was beautiful, but I would help you anyways. Although, 2 quill rats at a time. 2 quill rats at a time. There's like a bunch of them in there, and I think I need to not go near that tent. I think that tent is bad news. What does the quest tab look like? Same as always, same as always. I'm looking for an onion, some beasts, venom glands, blood flies. We're gonna kill Roland Hacksaw because that's what the sausage vendor is requiring murder, and that's just what we're gonna have to do. Quill rats, and then that's another sausage vendor thing. So there's a choice of which quest hub that you want to go to after the initial ones in the starting area. There's a north one and a south one, so we're doing the south one first because the story just sounded like it needed more dire attention. How big is the map? Pretty big. We've got Stormsong Valley, Tiergard Sound, and Drusthaven, and this is all part of the Kulturas area. There's no, I can't look and see the Horde stuff. I will make a Horde character for the sake of testing that out too at some point. Maybe not necessarily on the stream, but these 3 zones seem to be the Kulturas continent. That Atlas, there is no add-ons. I'm not running any add-ons. Everything that you see here is the default UI from the alpha. The level cap on the alpha build, that is a good question. And I thought I saw the answer to Blue Post. I'm just going to look it up for a sec. Feedback. Oh, that's for the dungeons. There's a couple of dungeons available as well. Sandalari, broadcast text. I could have sworn. Alpha development zones. Here we go. 2 zones. Drusthaven and Nazmir for Horde. Drusthaven is ruled by House Waycrest. And general known issues. Class talents may not work as intended. Boss mechanics may not work as intended. Not all areas are active. UI areas. I see. I don't see a level cap. If there is one, it's not listed here, and it has not been made apparent to me in my experience of the game so far. Sweeney Todd? A little bit of that. During development, they use mini-map renders and draw the zone maps when changes are locked in. No point in redrawing it over and over. That makes a lot of sense. Can you go to the Horde area too? I certainly intend to. Oh, do you think we can take on all of these quill rats with the help of this fellow friend? Let's throw out a mind bomb. I think we can do it. Let's throw down a Shadow Crash too. Oh, there's a rare mob there. That's probably why I took so much damage before. Probably. Baby niece says hi. Hi. Hello. So, after this seemed to be a side quest. I don't think this particular chain is tied to anything. And the rare mobs don't have loot yet, so if there's going to be toys or pets or whatnot from them, they're not in yet. There is Azerite that you can get, and I have not been able to do anything with that yet. I have a Heart of Azeroth thing here. Nothing about that does anything. There's no menu there yet, and I don't actually have a currency tab. Don't know where that went, so we don't know too much about that yet. Can you play a goblin when you look at Horde? They can be shadow priests. I don't see why not.
Hey there.
That'd be kind of fun.
Have a good one.
So that seemed to be really all that she wanted. We're still trying to catch some blood flies though. I've been picking up these onions, and nothing's happening. I'm just getting shriveled onions that are too dry to be of any use. Do they want me to water the field? Do they want me to dig? Do they want me to rehydrate the onion with a steam bath? I don't get it. Hi Hazel, hi. Simon? Simon or maybe just Simon. So cute that she thinks she's talking to you one-on-one. How to get into the alpha. The current wave seems to be content creators, streamers, YouTubers, that kind of thing. Make sure that you opt into the alpha on the World of Warcraft website for a chance to be selected when they do more invites. 191, no more great MMO numbers. Have you seen any Dark Iron Dwarves around yet, players or NPCs? No, none of the above. They're not in this particular area, and they're not playable on alpha just yet. You will know the second that I know, though. You better believe I'm gonna be making some videos. So, I don't really know what to do about the onions. Oh no, we got one. We got a juicy onion. Okay. Did I just get lucky and loot one? Steam bath toy confirmed. Why did you choose dwarf over gnome? just kind of for fun, just kind of for a refreshing change of pace. I see now that it may have been a little bit of a poor choice because people may be, people may mistake it for a Dark Iron Dwarf and then want to know more about them and then get really disappointed and sad when it's not a Dark Iron Dwarf. I probably should have gone with something else, but I knew, just loot onions till you find a good one. Seems like that is in fact the right thing to do. Eat them, put them on the Barbie, make the quills into a headdress, and hula skirt. Go, Hazel, go. I think it would be kind of cool if WoW had more sandbox elements introduced like that, but I don't think the game's really designed to support it. I love onions. Really? Really? I don't hate onions. Typically, if I'm eating an onion, I've roasted it first. But generally speaking, not my favorite. Oh, you know what else I was going to do? I was going to relog really quick just to make sure that my keybind's safe in case we disconnect again. So glad I managed to catch you live. I love your videos. Thanks for coming to the stream, Daisy. Glad to have you here. You said Simon and our cat looked up at you. I'm dying. Did he really? Simon, treat. Shocked that your Draenei isn't male. Thought those were your two favorite after Gnome. It's true. It's true that it's my favorite. Just to show you again, there's no, Morgans seem to look much the same. And there's no, no allied races available. I guess you guys can't see because of my camera. No allied races available here. And there's definitely, like, I can't even play a Void Elf in Alpha, let alone a Dark Iron Dwarf just yet. Not using your fort buff. I forgot. I had it on earlier. I died a couple times, so I probably should reapply it after I die. I'm a little bit out of the habit of that. I'm a little bit out of the habit. Let's put that on that button. So my keybinds should stick now. My keybinds should stick. Did you hear someone who got alpha access through being a family member tried to sell his BNet account? Did he? Oh, that's a big no-no, right? Like, that's bad. Is the login screen created yet? I don't think so. I don't think there's a new login screen yet. Super cool to see a stream on YouTube. Always miss Twitch, but definitely awesome to catch you here. Caramelized onions are delicious. That's true. I don't know if I've ever tried to do that. I feel like it would take too long. I feel like I would get impatient and just want to eat my food. Just had him so late. Any new race class combos? Not that we can see just yet. One more venom gland. Also, I never noticed my health getting kind of whittled down, and it doesn't seem like it's regenerating very quickly. Gotta stop and heal myself up a little bit. My cat Soda likes to lock wrappers. Lock wrappers? How much longer does the stream have left? I would say less than an hour. I have to go at 6 o'clock at the very latest, and it's 5:08 now because I need to make dinner before raid time. But, yeah, probably like half an hour-ish. I'm really hoping that my raid goes really smoothly tonight because I am dying to watch the Overwatch League game at 8. I would like to watch the one that's happening now. I might try and catch a VoD after the stream is over. That's Dallas Fuel versus Shanghai Dragons, who apparently signed, they signed the first female player in the Overwatch League, the Shanghai Dragons did. So I'm just really interested to see how that plays out. I really hope that she becomes a good social fit on the team and that they're nice to her, that she's nice to them, and that she fits in, because it would be really rough if they're just like already upset about losing and then they, I don't know. I just hope that goes well, but my favorite team is playing at 8, and I'm hoping that we've gotten through raid by then so that I can actually like devote my full attention to the game. How hard did the stats get squished? Pretty hard. Pretty big stat squish. I'm item level 191. My 185 helmet has 45 haste, 20 mastery, 50 intellect. I think that it's probably going to be another situation similar to Legion, where throughout the course of the expansion, by the end of it, you have big, what do you call it? Power creep. You just have huge increases in power and in item level and in stats. Because they've shown that they're pretty willing to do these stat squishes every now and then, so they don't mind it getting kind of out of hand repeatedly. But you start off pretty low. You start off pretty small. Caramelize onions in a skillet. If necessary, throw a pinch of sugar. Helps bring the coloring. Doesn't change the taste. Interesting. Single? No, I'm not. Favorite live streamer? Ah. How are professions enabled? Oh, are professions enabled in alpha? So that's something I'm kind of curious to see. When I first logged in, I didn't have any because this is just these are template characters that you create. There is no chance for you to character copy or account data copy just yet. And I haven't run into any profession tamers, and I guess we could actually go to Stormwind. I'm a little bit scared that if I go to Stormwind, I won't be able to come back. Maybe I'll make a new character. Maybe we'll do these quests, and then we'll log out, create a new character, and then immediately go to Stormwind to see if we can train a profession and take a look at that, because that's one of the things that I'm very curious about. I really want to know if the profession squish is in an alpha yet, and if so, what? It's like, audio sounds terrible. Oh dear. I'm aware that I'm having a mic issue today. It's not something that I've been able to fix. I tried restarting, I tried disconnecting, reconnecting, I tried a new cable. So we're just gonna kind of have to live with it for this stream, and then I'm gonna do some troubleshooting once we're done here. That's another reason. Audio is fine. The crackle rattles come in. Okay. Because that was definitely there at the beginning of the stream, and then people were saying it got a little bit better when I switched the cable, and now people are saying it's back, and I'm concerned. I really hope my mic is okay. I don't want to have to pay for a new one right now. I just really don't want to. I really don't want to. It's about to be tax season, and I'm trying so hard to save my pennies. It's only for those that wear headphones. Yeah, I mean, it's depending on your speaker quality for sure. Not heard a single mic issue on our end. Sound is good for me. Guess you got something to spend that donation on, right? Right? Like this one was, wow, what did I pay for this mic? This was I got this one for $250, I think. I think this was a $250 mic. And I don't think that anybody needs a $250 mic to do YouTube. It was just something because I had reached a Patreon goal to do some hardware upgrades. I was very excited to get a mic that was pretty high quality, and I really hoped that it would last longer than this. Nothing has happened to it. There haven't been any changes. I'm hoping it could be software based. I'm gonna do all the troubleshooting after the stream. I'm imagining that it's a cozy fire sound. You guys are so good at looking on the bright side. You're so sweet. Hi Hazel, congrats on the alpha invite. Thank you, Alien Duck. It's not bad enough to be a problem. It's definitely not something that I'm going to live with for longer than just this stream. I'm definitely going to sort it out. If I cannot troubleshoot it by the end of tonight, I will probably order another mic. If I can, if I confirm that it is the mic. I mean, I have another computer. I can try it on the other computer and whatnot. The audio's really fine, but maybe the mic has a warranty. Didn't you buy it this year? That's something I should look into actually. I did buy it. I did register it.
See you around.
If it is the mic, it should be under warranty still, I hope. How is the water leak situation? Any updates? I haven't heard anybody come in. They said they would come by an hour ago, and that was like... They said they would come by in an hour, and that was like an hour and a half ago. So either... I'm hoping that they have found out that the problem was not with our apartment, because that would be cool. And maybe we'll never hear from them again. But they're not here, so that's something. Oh, we're ready to begin the trial. Cool. This is interesting. Especially because if they came by, they're like the place where they're working is very close to my office. They would absolutely be able to hear everything that I'm saying, and I can't pretend that would not make me a little bit self-conscious. She selected the mainlander to administer the test, an unusual choice, but it's a show of good faith I will allow it. Let it be known that Ms. Waycrush shed not one tear during the entire process. You guys are so judgy. Just because she doesn't cry? Jeez. Alright. Sorry about this. Gonna cut some actual onions. There you go. Yeah, I know. What do I gotta do next? You're on your phone, it's clicking for sure. Maybe it's clipping. I mean, I'll turn it down a little bit. I'll turn it down a little bit more. Test. Rhinoceros. Giraffe. Hippopotamus. It does look like it's... It does look like when it's... It does look... Okay, so let's try the Hazel SMR super soft voice stream. Because I can see it clipping into the yellow area, so maybe it's due to my voice input. I should be able to talk a lot louder than this and have it not clip, but is the sound better when I'm speaking in a very calm and relaxing voice and pretending that I'm a kindergarten teacher for very easily startled children? Insurance policy, they were really good at replacing your ore weaver. Okay, I did get it through Amazon, so hopefully I can look at that. Sound is fine now. Your head position looks like I might be causing the crackle. It shouldn't, though. It's like... You may be right, that may be a workaround, but it shouldn't. How many people can play the alpha? I don't know the exact number. Oh yeah, I have to release some blood flies on her. Oh no. Beta progress never carries over. This is very much contained to the alpha beta. Still a little crackle. Okay. Well, I mean, at least I don't have to keep doing that voice. Audio is fine. It's their computers. It's too many. There's too many people for it to be their computers. There's definitely an audio issue on my part somewhere. I'll do some troubleshooting after. Maybe it's OBS. That would be cool. Actually, maybe now that my sound... Let me see if I can play my... Like, record a new test clip. Difference between alpha and beta. For all intents and purposes, no. Generally speaking, yeah, there are some differences, but because this is playable and being made public, I think the differences are a little bit blurry. But they're just different stages of development. Alpha just, in this scenario, implies that it's earlier development. Test recording, rhinoceroses, giraffes, rhinos. I already said rhinos. We're doomed. Gazelles, anteaters. Test recording, rhinoceroses, giraffes, rhinos. I already said rhinos. It's not coming through in Audacity. I don't see it at all. Anteaters? It sounds fine. So.
How are you?
We'll see. Still clicking? Oh, I missed the vomit. That's probably for the best. Alright, so we have a glove or a wrist update. I'm going to take the one that gives me versatility because maybe that'll help me not die so much. Alright, it's obvious the constable won't be swayed. I know very little. Travel there, try to uncover what befell the village. I see.
Have a good
Gotcha. No problem. The only way I can find to change my game language is download the Italian client. Did you manage to avoid that? Yes. So, there is... the way that I finally successfully managed to change my game language was by editing, like, purposefully, because when I actually downloaded the BfA Alpha after having changed my game language in the settings, it downloaded as Korean, and then I had to go in and change it back to English. So the way that you're doing is a valid method, but let's go help the sausage guy. In the game files, in the WTF folder, there's a config.wtf file. Open that up in Notepad or a text editor. And then there are two different instances of locale and game text, and they have a code there. Like if it's English, it's EN uppercase GB. And then you can change that. You can change that to the code for the language. I don't know all of the codes. They may be listed somewhere online if you do some Googling. But editing the config file was the only way that I found to do it. After I'd edited the config file, it did download the new... It did a small download, like about a gigabyte worth of extra download automatically on the launcher, and then it launched the game in English. Maybe it's YouTube, Alpha Audio, should be could be in a conflict with Alpha. Hopefully it's fixable. Because, yeah, I don't want to deal with warranty. Alright, so oh yeah, I came back here because I wanted to go help the sausage guy. I guess we can continue to... I'd really like to get this lady off of the gallows, but it looks like they want us to go really far before they're going to let us do that. And the sausage guy's been waiting for me for like half an hour, so maybe we should just go help him out. Let's find the flight path dude and then head back over. Vendors and stuff? I have to click on all of these individually. I have no auto vendor. Oh, that's a good point. I should probably put on my new gear. Gloves, good. Boots, extra good. Pants, good. Ring, not good. Gloves, not good. Let's vendor those.
Something?
Oh, you know what? Let's do that thing where I make a new character and then try and hearth it to Stormwind to try and pick up some professions and take a look at that. We'll take a look. Headphones is unbearable. I'm sorry. I didn't notice it was coming from you until you started talking about it. Messed with the alpha audio. Maybe the in-game voices messed or checked. It was a problem before we got into alpha. The white cat mat though, right? Right. It's only the mic when the noise gate is open. It's going to be in the mic signal chain from mic to stream. How do you change the voice in WoW to another language again? Editing the config file in the WTF folder does do it. There were no issues until you streamed alpha. It was only an issue for this stream so far. So create a new character. We'll do another lines one just for now. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah. Go to Teldrassil to see if it's on fire. What's for dinner? Firecracker salmon. I have some firecracker salmon from the WoW cookbook marinating in my fridge right now. Friday stream be still Void Elf leveling or alpha? I want to do more Void Elf leveling. I can put it up to a poll. But I'm never going to finish leveling my Void Elf if I don't take advantage of chances like that to do it. So, on new dude, let's go ahead. Hearth back. Oh, so that one says Fallhaven. The other one said, what if we make a shaman that can use their astral whatever? What if we make a shaman? Make a Draenei shaman. Random name. Sound is delayed? YouTube or OBS. We have you on 3 desktops and 2 laptops and have heard no crackle. That's so weird. That's so weird. I'll make sure that when I'm checking the stream VoD to try and figure it out, I'll do it on a couple of different things. I need to try the firecracker salmon. It's so easy. It's so easy to do. You get the ingredients. The worst part is measuring them out. You just measure them out, throw them in a bag, throw the fish in the bag, throw the bag in the fridge, broil it the next day. And broiling it is really just slap it on a pan, stick it under the broiler for like 5 to 10 minutes. Hope that your fire alarm doesn't go off because it's a pretty hot oven, but it's just our fire alarm, I think. All right, so I want to go to Stormwind. This is going to take me to Fallhaven. I want to go to Stormwind. Astral recall to Fallhaven. I should have made a mage. I should have made a mage. I'm going to delete some of these dudes. Firecracker salmon. Firecracker salmon is a recipe from the World of Warcraft cookbook. It's basically salmon that's been marinated in a mixture of vegetable oil, balsamic vinegar, soy sauce with some spices that include ginger, cardamom. You throw a little sriracha sauce in there. Typically juniper berries, although I don't have those, so I don't use them. And a little bit of brown sugar. You basically marinate it in this mixture overnight, and then you broil it, and it is delicious. Best salmon that I've ever made in my life. So, so if we make a mage, maybe we'll be able to port back there. Mage. Bertrudius is gonna help us out. How did you get Alpha? I got very lucky, and I'm also I think I finally qualified as a content creator. I'm finally a real YouTuber, guys. Okay, maybe this guy will be able to get to Stormwind. Maybe it's not available. Maybe you're not allowed. Portal. Teleport. Teleport to Stormwind. Okay. Good start, good start, good start. I think people are trolling you. I haven't heard your audio crackle. It would be very uncharacteristic of people to be trolling me here. Like, we have quite possibly the most wholesome stream on YouTube, at least. Can hear it a little. Congrats on Alpha, thank you. Will you be streaming your raid this evening? No, no. I went through probably a whole expansion worth of streaming my raid in Warlords, and I've decided that it's not worth it. I'm distracted, I'm not raiding very well, I'm not talking to my guild enough, and I'm not even talking to the stream enough, and it's just bad, it's bad. Alright. So when you zone into Stormwind, they do have a quest that sends you to Kulturas, but what I want to know is, can I pick up professions, and if I can, what does that look like? So let's get herbalism, and, well, no, we should do crafting professions, huh? Let's get enchanting, and let's grab a mount. A mount would be good. Staying Shadow Priest and BfA, planning on it. Not trolling, trying to help. I figured. I'll know you sometimes. Wholesome. Ad friendly. I mean, not complaining. It's very minor, only shows up when YouTube sound is at 100. So some crackling, not bad. Thanks for showing us some of this new stuff. You got it. That is the duty of being blessed with just best day ever. Okay. Enchanting?
Hey there.
Give it. Oh, it is. It's not in. This has not been squished yet. Enchanting, I'm still 1 of 75. Okay, hang on. 8.0 enchanting. Let's take a look at here. Ocho. Crafting. Placeholder. Permanently enchants gloves to increase the speed of crafting items from Kulturas and Zandalar. Weird. Hearthing. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Permanently enchants gloves. Hearthcast. Glove enchants for herbs. So there's basically glove enchants. 8.0 glove enchants that have quality of life things, like giving you faster herbing, mining, skinning. Archaeology. That's cool. Ring enchants. Brand of Critney's Mastery. Sigil. So those are going to be the things. Shadow Dust, Veiled Crystal, Shadow Dust. This will probably get new icons, because those are the same icons that we've been using in Legion, so they're probably going to get new ones. Probably. I don't know. Melee attack proc needs name. Okay, so there are new enchants here, but it doesn't say anything about requiring any specific level. When you look at these training things, it still has the 350, the 500, the 275, so I'm still a little bit unclear about how that's supposed to work. These no longer seem to require this stuff, though. Like, maybe the trainer is not updated yet, but these things seems to look like if you have the rod, you can just make it. I'm very confused. I don't really know. are you positive and happy all the time? I'm just super grumpy whenever I'm not streaming or making videos. It balances out. I'm just angry. Do you think that they will ever make the cataclysm effects back to normal? The cataclysm effects, what do you mean? Like the Stormwind damage? Alright, well, I hope that, I mean, it doesn't really answer any questions, but I hope that, oh, okay, so we have a 0 of 0 here. 0 of 0. At least, maybe I should pick up enchanting on that dwarf priest so that she can be disenchanting her quest gear. Let's do that. Because, actually, you know what, before we do that, let's make sure that we can get back. That was my big concern, was if I got to Stormwind, what if I can't get back? So let's actually pick up this quest. We'll go talk to Anna and we'll take a look at what the breadcrumb quest looks like. Professions aren't squished yet. Doesn't look like it, but I could be misunderstanding. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really understand what I just looked at. Purple hair fits you? Aw, thanks. Means the broken stuff that's on fire. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any big zone changes to, like, for example, Darkshore, where there is stuff on fire and there's like, I think the Cataclysm stuff is still going to be in effect. Let's see here. It'd be fine if they didn't switch the professions. I really hope that they do, just because that's one of the things that, because I am re-rolling my main instead of race changing it. Oh, hey, Jaina! How you doing, girl? How you been? Oh, I closed some stuff. Is my stream still going? Oh, we're good. Okay. Scared me. I pressed my Windows key. It's terrifying. Oh, Jaina, you look scary. What's up with your eyes? Kind of freaky looking. Alright. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I know. Speak with Jaina. Okay. Lady Jaina is the key to mending relations. She's been just real stellar at mending relations so far. Kulturas must rejoin the Alliance. Sounds good.
Only as noble as the causes he serves.
Uh-huh. Latest Jaina's ship is ready to set sail. No clipping or crackling. What realm do you play on? I'm gonna make an Alliance character for once. I play on Lightbringer, but honestly, for things like viewer groups, you don't need to be on any specific server. Pick a server that has a guild that you think you'll fit with. I don't think that, like, my guild's not recruiting. See it done. Alright. So speak with Lady Jaina Pradmore all the way out there. Sounds good. How many expansions have we begun by just going to go get in a boat next? Are we going to address that Jaina has no pupils? I think that she did. Oh no, she didn't. You're right. She had irises, but no pupils. That's probably why her eyes look so bizarre. I thought there was a new Jaina model. Was that not it? Was that not it? Maybe it's not in yet. Can you check the map if Undercity is under Alliance? Undercity, I still see a Horde icon here. I see a Horde icon there. But I actually don't see a Horde icon under any of the other cities. There is no icon at all in the other ones. So, yeah. I don't really know. Should we fly to Teldrassil and take a look? Let's see if we can take a boat. Let's see if there will be a boat that will take us to Teldrassil so we can see if it's on fire. Ooh, Alpha. Wow. Now play Horde. Is that what you got in? Or is that unrelated? Play Horde. I will definitely make a Horde character so I can take a look at the questing. Probably not in this stream though. Jaina didn't age, did she? She's got more gray hair than she used to, that's for sure. Can I meet you IRL? If I'm going to be meeting with people, I will probably be doing so at BlizzCon. Outside of that, no. See if Teldrassil is still there. I want to see if it's on fire, if there's been any big changes to it yet. Oh, there's a big boat. That's a big boat. Oh, that looks so good. I'm gonna look at the boat. I'm gonna look at the boat for a sec. Look at all the windows. This makes me want to go on a journey. This makes me want to go on a cruise, and I don't even like boats. Like, that's such a pretty boat. Oh, look at all the cannons. Who put this up here? This looks expensive. This looks expensive. Who paid for this boat? It's getting shark all over it. It's getting shark all over it. You're gonna get stuck. Oh, that's a good looking boat. Okay. It looks like there is, in fact, the boat to Darnassus is leaving, so I should get on that. I was a little bit concerned because I feel like in a past PTR build, or maybe on a past alpha or beta, there was a... Like, I remember waiting on the docks for like a long time, and the boat just was not active. So let's get on this, and hopefully it'll leave. That boat is amazing, right? Certainly the old Jaina model. I see. Mana bombs tend to gray the hair. She's had a stressful couple of years. Can you help me get the Spylet Spellwing? I think there is a friendship bird movement, kind of like the friendship moose. It may not be called friendship bird specifically, but I am personally not a part of it. My guild's not carrying anybody. But I recommend trying to figure out where they're based and see what you can do, because I know there are communities and discords that are dedicated to helping people get the bird. That's a culture and navy vessel, I see. It's a naval power, bigger boats, until torpedoes are a thing. Did we miss all that? The boat was probably bugged. I see, I see. Well, this one has been here for a bit, so sometimes, oh. Oh, well, we're going. That's a good sign. Is he just like feeling the rhythm? Are you okay? Are you okay? Top 10 weirdest bugs in BfA Alpha Inc. Oh. Oh. Oh, that probably hurt. That probably hurt a lot. Oh! Oh dear! They're probably gonna fix that. And she noticed eat. Are we calling Void Elves Velfs? I think so. Wills is tripping? Yeah. I'll have what he's having. Maybe if you make a Night Elf Mage, they'll have teleport to Darnassus. This should get me pretty close. He's just in his feelings. Go to Orgrimmar? Orgrimmar. Let's check out Teldrassil first. It looks okay so far. Oh man, human males. I haven't actually played a human male ever. It was never a race that I really figured that I needed to see. So far, tree looks intact. Tree looks just fine. Should we teleport to the top of it and see if everything's cool in Darnassus? Sounds collision alarm. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Look at how snappy these loading screens are. For beta, that's unreal. That's crazy. Alright, Darnassus looks exactly the same. I don't see anything new. Bank's fine. Pool's fine. Love is in the air fine. Toronto's probably fine. Seems good. Seems good. Can you cast Arcane Intellect? Okay. Wah. There you go. You're welcome. Shots fired at human males. They're a thing. They're a thing. They're not for me, but that's okay. There's so many different races and race gender combinations. I used to be a human female. That was fine. No smelly orcs in Darnassus yet. Not yet. It's probably coming. It's probably coming. Alright. Well, I suppose. What was the reason? Oh yeah, I was gonna take my other character. Now that I've figured that out, I think we don't really need Bertredius anymore. I think he can probably. I'm probably gonna keep Hayes Partos just because I like the name. But let's make a Horde character real quick. We're not gonna do too much because I do have to go very soon. But I just want to look around. I want to look around a little bit. I'm going to be a. Oh, I don't want to be another priest. I have one of those already. I'll be an. I'll be a troll hunter. I'll be a troll hunter. I will be Hazel. Let's randomize until we get something that I can live with. I know this is not important. It's just important to me. Pink, sure, fine, good. Alright. I used to be a human female. Human males have great facial hair now. I do think that they look really good. Alright. Let's log in, and we're not going to do a whole bunch of quests or anything, but we will take a look around to see what the initial aesthetic of the zone looks like. Hi, Hazel. Hello. I miss AB. I'm excited to have Fort back. Power word Fort. Oh, I'm gonna have to get into the habit I'm gonna have to get into the habit of casting it. But make a Zandalari troll. You're trolling me, right? In case you aren't, or in case anybody here does not know, Zandalari trolls, Dark Iron Dwarves, not in the alpha yet. Not yet. Soon. I don't know. I'm just making that up. Eventually, one day, you know, it's gonna happen at some point. Oh, look at her! Do you think that's her helmet? Or do her eyes just do that all the time? It's like she's crying up.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I want to. You and I are gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna do the accent. So she does not like blood trolls. Look for signs of blood trolls. Okay. So this is the beginning of Zandalar. This is so much cooler! I'm jealous! Oh, she's gonna follow me around. Look at all the bats! Oh, they're not bats. Are they bats? Or are those more of these dudes? I'm just gonna explore for a bit. I should get an amount. I'm just gonna run around and look at stuff. Oh, it's cool. That's cool. You love the Mayan look of the Zandalari? I love the armor. I hope that I can get some of that as a Void Elf Priest. I will wear the heck out of some Zandalari looking pieces. My eyes behind glasses in winter. Needs more bats. So many bats. Oh, it's swampy. It's swampy. It looks like lots of things could be poisonous. It looks like the water will give you flesh-eating disease. I love it. There's ruins with creepy hanging stuff. I think that the aesthetic, I mean, I really enjoyed the other zone as well, but the overall atmosphere, I think, is something that's really come along, because Legion had some really cool looking zones and some really good story, and I feel like they had some pretty good atmosphere, but that's just a section where I think new technology is really, really taking it to the next level. Like the effects, the fog, the lighting changes, whatever the heck is going on over there. Can I just, I'm not a priest. I can't just levitate myself off that edge. The rickety bridges. Oh, this place is cool. This looks cool. You always play the opposite faction in betas. I like seeing the other sides of storylines. Depending on how much questing content there is, I'll probably have a character on both sides. Oh, there's a little bit of voice acting in there. We didn't have any on the Alliance side, I don't think. I didn't hear any. You guys can hear that, right? Oh dear. Oh dear. I've made them angry. Oh, this is the end for me. Oh dear. Well, they found their blood. Today's tea overlay missing. I did that intentionally just in case I wanted to use some of this footage for a video. It would be easier to cut out the stream overlay if there was less of it. Oh man. Alright, well. I was kind of hoping I could continue to run down that road, but what are you gonna do? I think feign death? Yeah. There it is. There it is. I didn't look at my keybinds before I started. Mistakes have been made, yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta get dinner ready. I gotta get ready for raid, and I need to figure out what the heck is happening with my microphone. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. The VoD for this will be available tomorrow, so if you missed any part of it, you want to catch up, it will be there. And I made alpha, so stay tuned. Subscribe, you know, for alpha videos. It's gonna happen. I don't have anything else to do, so I'm just gonna go no life YouTuber mode. So thanks for coming. Thank you for the new sponsorships and the super chats, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Pacific, kitchen stream. Ungrow tar pit pudding. We will be in the kitchen and we will be cooking some pudding. So I'll see you then.